Alright, hello. It is I, Lance Corporal Acadi, also known as A Location. I don't have much time, I got like 20 minutes. I'm gonna make this one fast and short. This one's gonna be fast. It's gonna go over 3 topics specifically. It's gonna be win condition, comms, and mid-fight and pre-fight. So, let me go back to the beginning here. I want to focus on a few things instead of going over a lot because I want to have a theme to it so you can focus on things individually and get better at them individually and then move on to something else, right? You got to start slow. So, alright. So WinCon. WinCon has a win conditions. There's a couple different things. There's fight or team win conditions, like what you're trying to accomplish with your comp. But then there's also fight win conditions. So like mid-fight or each fight is going to have a different win condition. But overall their team goal and how they're going to play is going to stay the same, right? So right now, you guys don't know they have a sim at the moment, but they go to TP, and I believe this was called, right? Start scouting their team immediately. Right now they have a Ball, an Ash, Sim, but she's going to swap, and then a Zen and a Kiriko. You can kind of figure out by this kind of like Ball is not a face tank, if that makes sense. So like Reinhardt's a face tank. He sits there in front of you, takes damage. Ball is his only goal is to disrupt you and misplace you for the rest of his team to kill you. It's very hard for Ball to get individual kills. Especially if they have a Zen, it makes it easier. But Ball is not going to be your biggest issue. It's going to be his team shooting you while Ball is fucking you up. So you can kind of figure out that way. Now, first fight, you guys don't have the ability to switch characters. So you got to play with what you have, the best you have, against the Ball. If you lose the fight, that's when you switch. Alright, so their win con is to focus heal on the Ball, and the Ball is going to buy space and time for the other 2 DPS and Zen to kill you. If that Ball stays alive, you guys are not going to be able to win this game, like, period. Alright, so let's talk about Team 1, or you guys. Your win condition is unclear, it looks like. So I can see you have 2 hit scans, no defensible. So I'm assuming you want to play for, the only thing I'm seeing is Nanovisor. There's a Nanovisor, and then Kiriko. Kiriko is really good on this map. Diva's a good tank, but there's no clear win condition. Like, Bomb is not like Diva's job is more protection and mitigation. So that's why I like Diva against Ball, but it's very hard to be offensive with Diva. You have to kind of just be aggressive. The comp's okay. It's just I'd prefer to see a Zen instead of Kiriko, or a not Lucio, but there's some form of a defensive ult. Brig is actually really good against Ball. That's not talked about a lot. Brig is an incredible counter to Ball, so that would be a good option too. So let's start it. Just gonna see how this first fight goes. Alright, we see Ball's here. He's already half. That's good. The positioning, like they have a strategy that they're gonna do here, right? Safe healers back here. They're gonna sit here and just heal up the Ball away from you guys. So that's what they're trying to do. Now let's see what you guys are trying to do, right? So Soldier's in the right spot. He's poking and trying to defend this high ground. Diva should be up here as well. You actually, most of your people are going to be up in this hallway. Your Ana is going to be here at first, or your Kiriko is going to be here. Either one works, but you want your Ana to stay further back since she can't move as fast. Like, the best place for Ana is going to be right here. You can kind of poke at them if they peek their head out. You can shoot that doorway, and you can rotate over here and then heal in that doorway for your team as well. Alright, let's kind of see what happens here. So win condition for them is displace with ball, kill with the hit scans, and discord. That's what they're trying to do. They're just setting themselves up in a good position. With this, I'm just going to say mitigate ball, but if we're going to do that, we need more CC. Diva's fine. Diva's good because you can displace in Matrix. Healing. Kree's okay. Unfortunately, his flash is an old flash, but Soldier is kind of like against ball. Not the best. Personally, I'd go for a Sombra instead of a Soldier. I think that ends up happening anyways. Or a Mei. Mei is fucking phenomenal against ball, and I'll show you. I saw here a little bit looking ahead why that is. So, okay, Soldier's getting pressured by ball. Cool. Uses healing pad. TP to help him. That's fine. Like, that's fine. But ideally, your whole team should be up here. Like this ball would be dead if your whole team was up here. Like Diva. Ana has the right idea, but needs to be in a better position. So like you might like here, or you can sit back here on this and just heal people when they peek their head out of the doorway. Ideally, this is the best spot for you to sit. If the ball wants to come kill you, they're gonna have to overextend out of LOS of their healer. Zen's orb can't reach that far, and Kiriko's things can't reach that far. So this is a very safe place for an Ana to sit. Back here. Kiriko has a little bit more survivability mobility, so she can kind of get up here, spam some kunai in there, throw a fucking thing on the ground, so on and so forth. And then Diva needs to be up in this room. So I got a text. Alright. So yeah, alright. Beginning happens. Soldier getting spammed out by ball. Throws a healing thing down. Cool. I think that Suzu was a little bit extra, but you should have another one coming up. It's not the worst option, but both heals combined should be fine. They don't have an Ana, so it can't be anti-nated. It should be fine. Okay, just getting spam with rockets in there. Okay, I got a tracer here. As soon as you see a tracer, like this is where Diva would be phenomenal up here. Diva can pressure tracers greatly. Like Diva can help pressure the tracer out. One Helix, a couple of Diva shots, tracer's dead. Tracer's very isolated from the rest of her team. She's alone, but the only person up here to deal with her is a half-health Soldier. So he ends up going really low. And this is kind of why the positioning for Ana is kind of showing. I talked about it like mid-fight a little bit. Sorry, I gotta answer my SAS right. So Ana's positioning here is not the best. It could be a lot better. It's very hard to see that high ground from this area. It's very hard to see that, and you're very vulnerable to like a spam from here. Also, you can't go, like you can't get up to this high ground fast unless you jump up here, and then jump across, but this jump's also kind of hard to make. So your mobility as Ana is low, so you need to start in a spot that's good and ideal. I'll go over positioning in another one of these. But all right, win con. They're just trying to poke at you, find an opportunity for ball to engage, and then follow up with the ball engage. So identifying that, the only thing we need to do is stop the ball. We see ball go down this way, call it. Diva should be on that shit. Diva can completely deny ball access here with her boot. Okay, Kiriko goes back up. Great. Yep, balls up. Sleep dart. Sleep dart, flash, right click with Diva rockets should kill. Let's see here. Just want to see what happened this fight. So we have sleep dart. We have sleep dart. Okay. So I'll show here in a second how to quick scope on Ana. It'll help you land much more shots but still be mobile at the same time. I'll show that after this. Kree goes down. So this is kind of what I was talking about with like the 30-degree angle versus the 360-degree angle. If you're in the middle of a fight here, you got to look at the ball this way and then look back at the Kree and then look up here, right? But if you're back here, you don't have to worry about the ball. You just have to sit here and heal your team. That's all in front of you. That's just kind of a better example of what I was seeing. Hey, good nade. Hey. Let's see, I think he just missed the sleep dart, but that's okay. We're all human. We all miss things. Big nade. You got 3 of your team. Okay, yeah, just missed the sleep dart. That's fine. Shooting. Okay, you're getting healed. See, like... Hold on. So like right now you're just looking back and forth, right? You're just looking back and forth, and you can't see everything at once. This ball can freely stay here because he's an LOS of heals. If you're back up here, it's very hard for him to engage you without being out of heal range. Good nade. Diva chases. That's fine as long as she doesn't over chase. Okay, that's fine. This is a very risky position to be in. As you can see, they have an Ashe here. If the Ashe was not focused on the soldier and peeks head out this way, you're an open target. But if you're up here, you just gotta call to your Diva that you can't see, and then they'll fly back. Or your Kiriko can keep them up. No ults are even close besides soldiers right now, so that this is just that weird awkward stage of the game where you don't do anything. Okay, ball engages, doesn't get anything. This is where you fucking send it on ball. He doesn't have grapple, he doesn't have his slam, he might have his shield, but you need to force the shield out and force him out of the fight. Diva should be on this. Ana, you should be up here, you should be able to sleep that, nade it. Soldier should be on top of that as well. Kiriko, go up the side. Right. So Kree should be up here as well. I should mention that. Okay, I think he just missed. He was able to kill soldier. Now he's kind of just chilling up here. Gets grapple. He goes to misplace more people. You have I think that's Ashe. Who is that? Or I don't know who that is. Yeah, Ashe coming up this way with dynamite at the same time he's rolling through, and Kiriko's coming up. One of these two people are dying. It just happens to be the Ana. Like, you're just really far up here. That's just positioning. You should be back here. You can kind of keep an eye on that and hide. You can also peek this side, heal this side. It's like, hey, they're coming up the right side. I can't peek. Diva pushes. You pocket the Diva, and they should be forced off. All the while, cart, right? But the person that should be contesting cart is the person that can get back the fastest. And right now, that's Kiriko. Kiriko can contest cart and TP up to her team if needed. Kiriko drops down, 1v1's a tracer for a bit. If it loses, TP up, just repeat the process. Diva contests cart, which is fine. It's the second best option, but at the same time, actually second best option would be Kree, because Kiriko could just pocket, or Ana could pocket from above, but Diva's completely out of the fight right now. There's a ball going, and then there's a 3 tank, a healer and 2 DPS that are just going ham. Like I said, ball goes to disrupt, roll through the team, the rest of the team cleans up, and that's what they're doing right now. There's really no threat to this team because their ball's doing a good job displacing. Yeah, they're just walking around trying to kill. And Diva lost to the tracer. And Kiriko. If you ever get a situation like that where you know you're gonna die, just look towards your spawn. There might be somebody close enough for you to TP to. I think Soldier's close enough. Okay, see this? This is kind of what, like, this is a good way to look at, like, setting up before a fight. Like, you see their Zen goes this way, so we can spam from afar. Their Ashe takes high ground. And ideally, Kiriko their Kiriko should be up here as well. Or at least, like, a cross. Hiding up here. Like, Kiriko, this would be a really good position for a Kiriko. What else? Ball should be up here, looking to slam on people that come down, or like doing that weird like roll back and then slam, landing up here kind of thing. Yeah, that should work too. But they're setting up before the fight, and this is kind of like, let's see where Ball goes. Yep, Ball goes high ground and waits. This is kind of like the shit that I'm trying to explain. You got to set up before the fight. Yep, he does that little roll back thing, slam. Doesn't get anything, but he takes space. And if we were ult tracking, we should know Ball is close to ult, and Ashe is close to ult at least. This is one thing I wanted to tell you guys as well. If you aren't sure you're gonna win a fight, throw the first punch. You guys have Nano Visor essentially. Just get Nano and immediately go Nano Visor, and they're not in position to counter it. You can force these two back. Kiriko should die if she doesn't Suzu or TP. He's purple. And then fucking Tracer's like one shot against Nano Visor. So if you want to win a fight, but you don't know if you can, you don't know what else they have, throw the first punch, and they'll probably get knocked down. Alright, D.Va needs to drop. Okay, he uses mines. And then people just die to mines. For that situation, I've been in that situation before. Like, you're just stuck in the middle of mines. You can break mines before they detonate, right? So if you're here, you can like shoot that one before they activate. There's a little bit of time and you can get in that corner. And then Kree just walks into it. It's whatever. So that fight, like, they only won it with one ult. When in reality, you guys could have had that fight if you guys threw the first punch. They completed their win condition is just use Ball to disrupt wherever you come out, and then just spam with dynamite, fucking pulse bomb, Discord, all that fun stuff. So they're playing this comp well. They could be in better positions, but they're doing what they're trying to do. You guys are just a little bit slow, but that's understandable because it's you guys are just starting out. Speed comes with comfortability and confidence. It's a lot easier to like come in slowly, but this is a very fast-paced comp too. So Soldier should be taking a route to get up here. Ana should be going this way. Nano from across. Kiriko can TP onto the Soldier if needed. D.Va might come out low ground or come up high ground to help with the Ana. And then Kree can just go up either one of these, or if he really wanted to, he could take a flank route, but it's risky since both healers are high ground. What was the other thing? So there's mid and pre-fight. Comms, I'll get to that in a second, and then win con. Win condition, I think I've done a pretty decent job of explaining that. I'm not really sure what the win con was for our team. It wasn't discussed, but I can clearly see what it is for their team, just based on the fact that they're playing Ball. Let's see. D.Va, if you get demech'd and you're in this position, just die. Just suicide, because it's harder to get your mech back and they might stagger you. Kiriko, just try to run this way and just TP out when you can. Otherwise, I think you guys stagger here. Yep. D.Va dies, and then you die as well. That's bad because now it's just a 2v5 and they're going to roll through, and I think they do. I think their ball ends up all the way back here. Yeah, so yeah. Yep, Ball's just poking and prodding. Kiriko's healing him. Okay, you guys are out, but you still have Nanovisor here. Like, you guys can do some shit with that. That was just a clean cut kill from the ball. It's also kind of unfortunate because his fucking thing went in between the boxes and was on the ground and he's out of range of it, so it's just kind of like unlucky. Let's see, did the healers see that? Let me see. So let's see the blink, right? He gets slammed. I mean, you're kind of in a weird position. You could have TP Suzu, but that's really risky. It's putting yourself in a vulnerable situation, so it's not really like that big a deal. Let's see here. Yeah, and you couldn't really see either. And the one shot you did got blocked by somebody, so yeah, that's not any of the healers' fault. I was just trying to see like what was going on when that happened. Alright. Fuck, I hate how it does that. Alright. Anyway, that's all the time I got now. I gotta go post duty, but I hope that clears up a couple questions. I'll go more in depth on other videos, but I want to go over comms real quick. I just remembered. So for comms, right? Comms, you want to good comms. I should be able to know where you are on the map, what's going on. Like I should be able to think of it like the radio, right? I should be able to see what's going on in the game just by hearing you guys call things out and like plan. Like the radio, right? Baseball games, the commentator, you can't see the baseball game, but you know what's going on because they describe it well. It's the same concept. Comms, you need to convey the most amount of information in the least amount of words. I heard a lot of repeating. It's like he's one, right? You say it 3 times, but they heard you the first time. If you want to emphasize importance, you can just say it louder, but you want to clear for unnecessary traffic. So saying things multiple times. I understand like a lot of people are enthusiastic. They want to just get the words out. They want like it to be followed up. And I'm guilty of it myself, but it's inefficient. Also calling positions. I heard a lot of he's over here and then a ping. That's not the worst way, but pings in the heat of the moment sometimes, like if you're looking at something else or you're focused on fighting somebody and you say someone over here, that person won't be able to get that information because they won't be able to look. So having call-outs, like for instance, like this is spaceship, this is cart, fucking on top of spaceship, bottom left boxes, left side room, bridge, like right stairs. Like you can make up comms as long as it's descriptive enough for other people. This is forklift, like I know this one, but there's different ways to communicate positions that are better than just pinging and saying he's over here. Or on me works as well, on me, but that's if your team knows the voice behind the character as well. So because if it's a new team, saying on me is sometimes you don't know who's talking. Yeah, that's pretty much it for comms. And then comms, there needs to be a point where almost there's no dead silence in comms, like almost talking constantly. Also, calming when you have your ult is good. Just saying, like, I have Bob. I can use it to stall cart this fight if the ult combo we do originally doesn't work out right. Or Nanovisor follow up with Kiriko ult. Well, that's not really ideal. You want to save your bomb. So he's like Nanovisor. I'll have High Noon on the back end. Push forward or some shit like that. I don't know. It's a lot easier mid game, but so on Saturday I want to scrim with you guys because I feel like that would be ideal for me to like do the best I can to show you guys some decent comms and just like fight planning, ult planning, stuff like that. That way you guys can see what it's like or like see how it's done and then imitate it, if that makes sense. It's only like 1 or 2 maps. I'm not trying to like take up the whole screen. But yeah, so that's all I have for this. If you have any further questions, let me know. I think I didn't touch on it. There's team comp win conditions, and then there's also ult win conditions, and that's mid-fight using Bob or using trance. Like, oh, we're gonna Kiriko ult and Bob at the same time. Like, that's their win condition. Like, you need to recognize their win condition and your win condition and try to cancel it. If they know Nanovisor is yours, they're gonna try to target the soldier, target the Ana, or try to force soldier out of position, stuff like that. So that's all win condition really is. It's just identifying and countering the win condition that really matters. And then I'll go over positioning and stuff in another one, but for now that's all I have. I gotta go post duty. Peace out. I'm trying to stop this shit.